Where you at, Boot Nation? From the Bayou to you. This is Blitz in the Boot. I'm Matt.
And I'm Ray, and today we're going to get into your 2026 New Orleans Saints. Let's just jump right in. You know, we're going to get into about the 53-man roster, break down the whole thing, go over the position groups, talk about each position. So, man, let's get right into it. You heard me?
Yes, sir.
Let's start with the offense, man. In 2025, we had a struggling offense. A lot of things contribute to that, but we was 23rd in the total offense, 13th in passing offense, 28th in rushing offense, and we was 28th in points per game, 18 points per game, which something got to change about that this year for sure. But let's talk about the leaders of the offense, and that's the QB room.
Let's get into it.
We got the man Tyler Shuck, Spencer Rattler, Zach Wilson, but we know why y'all came here. Let's talk about, Tyler Shuck.
Yo, let's get into him.
Last year he played decent. He had a good rookie season. A little over 2,300 passing yards, 10 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So yeah, man, what's it gonna look like this year though? That's what we really came here for.
Yeah. Well, first things first. The pressure's on him. The pressure's on Tyler Shuck. I mean, we made all these moves, try to help him out. The front office and the coaching staff believes in him, and it showed in the offseason. The players they brought in. So, honestly, man, I think Tyler Shuck is going to play amazing this year. They put him in prime position to play amazing this year. I mean, he's just going to build off of what he did last year. Last year, he played really good. Each game he got better. It started off a little slow. His first game they threw him, it was against the Rams, probably one of the toughest teams you could probably play against. Didn't look too promising, but he just built every game. And by the end of the year, we like, wow, we got our franchise guy. You know what I'm saying? So,
you can't stop building either. It got to carry on to this season. I think it will. I mean, he didn't play too well against Atlanta in the final game. He threw that pick. But I still think we did stuff that can, carry on to the next season. And we for sure ended the season in a momentum type of way.
100%. And speaking of that pick, when he threw that pick six, it showed me a lot about him as a quarterback.
Came right back,
drove you down the field and scored a touchdown, unfazed.
Came right back and threw it that.
And my favorite thing about Tyler Shuck, man, he playmaker, elevates the team. Last year, he threw a 67.6 completion percentage, which was first amongst rookies, third all-time in rookies, and he was 10th in the NFL.
Boy got that Drew Brees type of precision, yeah.
Accurate. You can't ask for much better from a rookie, and I just think he's going to build on that. I like him to clean up the touchdown to interception ratio and keep improving on the ground as well. He had a little more touchdowns on the ground.
All right.
I mean, I think this is the year to take this next step and show these people why this is your division. This is your team.
Show 26 years old, Tyler Shuck is pretty much everything we've been asking for since Drew Brees left. That's on and off the field. That boy be out in the community doing all that. Not only that, he got like a certain swag when he out there on the field playing.
You got to see him. I hope you can put in
exactly. Shook his hand. You know what I'm saying? Hollered at him. He told me he was gonna ball out.
No question.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? He not afraid to go out there. That's on and off the field. So I think Tyler Shuck gonna be our guy for a minute now.
100%.
And I wouldn't want anybody else, with that title.
And I will be the first to say I was not fond of us drafting him. I wanted Shedeur Sanders. I was wrong. I admit that. I'm sorry. But, hey, you our guy. I love you, Shuck. So, ball out, man.
So, hopefully Shuck handle business. But, backing him up, we still got Spencer Rattler. We got Zach Wilson. I mean, yeah, we know what those guys are. I think Spencer Rattler still got, a little bit to go out there and show out if he gets an opportunity.
100%, man. Probably one of the best backups in the league.
Yeah, but
if not the best.
The hope is that we ain't got to see neither one of them all season.
Right.
And we'll be good and we'll be rolling.
Right.
So let's move on to the next positional group. We got the running backs. We got a little deep room going on. You know what I'm saying? We got Travis Etienne, newly acquired. Saints legend Alvin Kamara. Saints guy that's riddled with injuries, Kendra Miller. We got Audric Estime, who showed out a little bit last year, and we also got Devin Neal, the youngster that for sure showed out last year. Yeah, man, what you think about this running back room, man? What it's looking like?
I'm pleased with the fact they brought in Travis Etienne.
Yeah, for sure. We needed that home run hitter.
Yeah,
That's him.
AK hasn't been the best runner the last few years. Some of that got to do with O-line play, QB play, just the team, the way they played, and age as well. But I still think AK got a lot of juice left in the tank. I think he can still have a pivotal role in this offense and still make big plays. What you think?
He can have a pivotal role for sure. Making big plays. That's kind of why we brought Travis Etienne. You know what I mean? We didn't have no big playmaker in so long. Ever since Alvin Kamara was the big playmaker that he, is just a shadow of now. So I think that's why we brought Etienne in, bro. We needed that, and he fits the scheme perfect. Last year for the Jags, he had 260 carries, a little over 1,100 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Far outweighs anything that we produced on the ground last year.
Probably in years, honestly.
Yeah, years. Kamara, I think 2 years ago or something, almost had that 1,000-yard season for the first time. Kamara's still a great player. Still want him on the team for sure. It's just that we need that guy that on a random 2nd and 7, mid-second quarter could just take it to the house. And That's exactly what Travis Etienne is. I think he had 7 rushes in the last 2 years, over 30 yards. And we had 1.
Much needed.
Yeah.
Much needed.
So, yeah, I mean, what you think about the split? What you think Kamara's going to be looking like? I know we just reworked his deal, paid him a little less money, but they do got some incentives on top of that for him to make some more money. What you think? How involved you think Kamara? I know it's obvious we paid Etienne for to carry a majority of the work.
I think it's gonna be. I think for one, you ain't pay Etienne all that money to come in and only take 50% of the boat. That's a bell cow pay he got. So I see Etienne easily taking 70% of the bulk, and then the rest go to AK, Devin Neal, Kendra Miller, maybe Audric Estime if he makes the team, or vice versa. Yeah, man, this is gonna be Etienne's room, and AK is gonna help. I feel like, again, I think he's gonna be primed to make more plays. Speaking of AK, because all the weight's not gonna be on him.
Right.
Hopefully, Kellen can
a little less workload.
Right.
Get out there and get a little burst.
Right. And honestly, Kellen only had him line up wide or in the slot under 10% of plays, which is I don't think that's utilizing AK to his full potential.
Not at this stage for sure.
No, yeah.
That's where you need to have him at.
Right. So we'll see, man. I think Devin.
Yeah, I was gonna say behind them two, who you think could also contribute?
I think
it's a tricky running back room.
Right.
Sure. We got a lot of guys that, for multitude of reasons, you could plug them this way. However, they might not make the team. You really don't know.
Right. I know you think Kendra might not make the team. I think Kendra will, just off of the talent he has and what he has done. I mean, I know the injuries is really the biggest concern with Kendra, but Devin Neal played his ass off.
Correct.
I think, man, it's gonna be hard to put Kendra in over him. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think Devin Neal for sure showed out. I think obviously he's not going nowhere, but as far as giving him some more work this year, I think that for sure can be in line. Especially if one of those go out, you know what I'm saying? But I guess we'll see. All we know is the main man running the room, the main 2 guys running the room, because we ain't give it up on, you know what I'm saying, on Kamara just yet. He's still going to have a good role in his offense, and we're going to take him wherever he need to go for ever long as he won't stay.
100%.
Now, speaking of home run hitters, last year they was few and far in between in the wide receiver position.
Yeah.
And this year, it's just pull a name out the hat. And they ain't go out there and be wide receiver one for the Saints.
Exactly, bro.
But if you had to pull any name out that hat, you wanted to be the all-pro receiver. Chris Olave starting it off. You know, you might go ahead and grab the new addition, first rounder, big money, Jordan Tyson.
Yes, sir.
You might want, I don't know, Mr. Reliable, Tyler Shucks, main man, Devon Bailey.
Throw it up, Bailey
You know
down
what
there
I'm
somewhere.
You might want college legend. Maybe that's a stretch, but you know, high overall pick, Jalen Polk, newly acquired. You might want the hometown hero, Barry Brown back there, house and kicks. You might want a speedster. You know what I'm saying?
6'3",
under the radar,
4'3".
raw, Bryce Lance. That's probably who you gonna want, man. That's probably who you gonna want. You got a couple more names: Trey Palmer, Mason Tipton. Few guys,
Kevin
other guys
Austin,
that
but
probably ain't gonna make the team. Kevin Austin probably ain't gonna make the team, but
We can get this out the way. I don't see Trey Palmer, Mason Tipton, or Kevin Austin making the team. Start with CO, man. CO, Mr. All-Pro.
go ahead, man. Last year he had a career year, right at 100 receptions, over 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. Would have had that double digit if the blood gang ain't try to take him out. But man, 26 years old. Man, it's gonna be scary for the future. Him and Tyler Shuck, man. What you think? What you think about Chris Olave?
Man, Chris Olave, I think he proved everything he was. I never thought, since he came to this team, that he was not a wide receiver one. You know, he put up several 1,000-yard seasons. Not several, but he put up 2,000-yard seasons. He had an injury year, came back, played his tail off, man. You couldn't ask him to do more, bro. Especially with the offense we had, the lack of weapons on the other side of him, which thankfully we brought in Jordan Tyson,
Right.
which I consider a luxury to have because he's not no wide receiver two. He'll probably be receiver one on most teams
For sure.
if he lives up to
Right.
expectations.
I think the problem with Olave just was one, the injuries.
Right.
That people just, got ahead of themselves. And then two, it was just a little bit of inconsistency, which had a lot to do with the quarterback play. We was inconsistent at quarterback from the time that he got drafted.
100%.
So, but now that we done established some stuff, you seen last year, what he can do with a little bit of establishment.
Right.
Give him a whole off season. You know who the guy is. A whole healthy off season, almost. So, yeah, I think Olave is gonna hit the ground running for sure. Ain't no reason.
Right, I still think he's gonna come in and put up 1,000 yards. We don't need him to be a 1,600 yard receiver. I think the way this offense is gonna operate, we're gonna be spreading that ball all around the field. It's not gonna be a one man show no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I think he's still gonna have. I think his best year is coming up this year for sure. I think we can
get
see
that
like
money,
13.
Shit, I'll take it.
115, 13.
I'll take it.
And give him his double-digit testers.
Double-digit testers.
Yeah, but then, you touched on it a little bit, but you got the rookie. You got Jordan Tyson, another guy who the only question is the injuries.
Right.
But this is football. Everybody gets injured. So what you think about Jordan Tyson? What's the biggest thing that he got to overcome this year to just stay on the
healthy?
Field,
Man, the film speak for itself. Talented receiver, no question about it. It's just, can he stay on the field? And I think it will, man. I mean, some bad luck. I mean, how long the bad luck lasts? I don't believe he's injury prone. I mean, I guess he is quote unquote injury prone, but I think he's gonna open his offense, especially for Olave. Like who you game planning? Who you game planning for, bro? Who you putting the safety over?
And with Kellen Moore drawing out the plays.
Yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous.
You still got Devon Bailey, Bryce Lance. We can see what he do. He's under the radar.
Take the top off the defense,
You know what I'm saying? Jalen Polk gonna see what his role is. Barry Brown, I'm sure it's gonna be a little bit special teams, but see what where he can go. This offense is gonna be explosive, bro. And it starts with Shuck, and then he ain't lacking weapons this year for sure.
No excuse. And I think he's gonna maximize his weapons this year. Honestly, man, you got
Because after all these receivers, man, you still got big boys at the bottom
yo,
that you in your tight end room. You got Jawan Johnson, Noah Fant, and Mr. Oscar Delp.
yeah. Juwan Johnson took that big step last year, especially when Tyler Shuck came in. That was a big jump he took. He played his tail off. He had 77 catches, right at 890 yards and 3 touchdowns. Couldn't have played much better in the second half of the season. So, and I had Noah Fant, a veteran, 34 catches, 288 yards, and 3 touchdowns last year. And then my favorite addition to tight end room, Oscar Delp,
A little bit underutilized in college.
100%.
They ain't never stop a mastermind like Kellen Moore to see what he want, go get it. We drafted him where he got drafted for a reason. So hopefully he can learn behind these guys.
Right.
We brought in two veterans, 2 great tight ends to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Jawan was already here, but brought in Noah Fant. I think that was just more of a just show this young cat the ropes for sure. Man. I don't know. Whenever we brought in Noah Fant, I for sure didn't think we was drafting a tight end.
Nah, but you can't pass on a talent like that, man. His NFL comps George Kittle, and if he's half a George Kittle, man, that's a win in my book. You know what I'm saying? So I think Oscar Delp could easily take over this tight end room midway through the season, if not even in the beginning of the season. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Right. Supposed to be a tight end heavy offense.
Yeah.
So we'll see, what Oscar Delp does. The other 2, we pretty much know who they are already, and that's all they got to be.
Right.
But let's get into the protection, man. The most important thing in football is the trenches. And last year, we did not play the trenches very good, especially on the offensive side of the ball. We was 25th, ranked 25th overall. And while we didn't make too many changes, we made some important changes. Kelvin Banks is still our left tackle, and he's only 22 years old. He's great. The biggest addition, David Edwards, brought him over from the Bills, left guard. He's gonna plug right in and fill that role tremendously. Still got Eric McCoy holding it down in the middle. We got Cesar Ruiz at the right guard, and we got Talise Fuaga at right tackle, 24 years old. I think the biggest thing last year was just injuries, was just staying healthy.
That's another. It's like a never ending thing in New Orleans for the last few years. Yeah.
Staying healthy, because, I mean, bro, this is a real solid offensive group right here, offensive line group. But we did add some depth, which I'm glad about, because that's really what we needed. We needed to add some depth.
Yeah,
we had some guys last year that came in and they proved that they could play the position too.
Right, and we extended Dylan Rodunz. I think was great. He came in, played well when he was needed.
Drafted Jeremiah, right?
Yeah, and Simpkins, he played well in the preseason. He was a bright spot in the preseason. The O-line, we have Xavier Truss and Nick Salvadori still. So we got some depth, some quality depth too, not just bodies, which we just threw guys in for the last few years, and the O-line look horrendous.
Most definitely.
So my thing is them 2 tackles, bro.
Yeah,
2 young tackles.
Yes, sir.
Those are 2 tackles. I mean,
yeah, they gonna be here for a minute.
Well, not just that. Could this even be the best tackle?
The best
tackle tandem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it might be.
Like Banks held his own.
And we've been hit or miss for a little minute on the tackle position.
Right.
So it's nice to have these 2 who
solidified
are locked down for sure.
Right.
So yeah, it might be, man. It's hard to say that we changed one piece from last year, and I think that we'll go from 25th to top 10. But I mean, that's the truth. Yeah. There's a lot of things that play into that, especially a healthy O-line for sure. I know could be top 10. And the addition of David Edwards, that's really all we needed to fill in the gap. I know Cesar Ruiz gonna step it up. So yeah, man, I got complete faith in this offensive line, or mainly the offense and the whole gelling together, whole off season. You know what you got. The new addition that you made, no one's worried about David Edwards.
Nah,
and then Jordan Tyson, Travis Etienne, nobody's worried about him. it's just your receivers. Let's get on the board and let's get on the same page as Tyler Shuck, and let's go out there and just gel together and play the football that we know how to play.
100%. With all this being said, the additions we had, the ranking last year was a bottom 10 offense, I would say.
Right, yeah, it was.
I see this offense going from bottom 10 to honestly, there's no reason. I would even say top 15, worse, at worst, there's no reason this offense can't go to a top 15 offense from a bottom 10. It looks good on paper. A lot of people say, yeah, it looks good on paper. People like to bring up the Atlanta Falcons with Drake London, Kyle Pitts.
Look at that quarterback.
Yes, quarterbacks. It is. I think we got our guy.
Play calling. We got some of the best.
Exactly.
Tyler Shuck just got to go out there and just execute whatever.
Yo, like the beginning of the video.
Kellen tell him.
Exactly. That's what I said. At the beginning of the video, I said all the pressure's on Tyler Shuck, and I think he's going to put it on his shoulders and lead us to where all Saints fans want us. Right. May not be the Super Bowl this year, but I think we're going to see a drastic improvement.
Yes, sir. The window is open. The window for sure is open. And it's even better that we already got a pretty solid defense.
100%.
And we had a pretty solid defense last year. We was 9th overall in total defense, 4th in pass defense, 14th against the rush, and 16th in points allowed.
Sound like a top 10 defense to me.
Yeah, like I said, 9th overall. A lot of question marks I see with the with Big Meter is our defense. I really don't see how.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Every big platform says defense is the weak spot for the New Orleans Saints. I'm like, how? You just came off a top 10 defense, although you did lose your main guy, Demario Davis.
Lost Demario, lost Alante.
Right.
But other than that, man, I mean, Staley gonna have this defense. I feel like top 10 for as long as he's here, and we got the pieces around it. Let's start with the big boys in the trenches, the D line. Chase Young, Cam Jordan, Carl Granderson, newly acquired Tyree Wilson, Chris Rumph. We got Brian Brzee, Vernon Broughton, who still got to showcase a lot. Newly drafted Christian Miller. We got John Ridgeway. We got Godchild, Nathan Shepard, Xavier Harris. We got a good core. It all starts with the main man who might be, for sure the best player on the defense, Chase Young.
Yeah, maybe even the best player on the team, honestly.
Yeah, right. Double-digit sacks last year. Only played how many games?
I think 12.
Played 12 games, 10 sacks. Only behind the man himself, Cam Jordan, with 10.5 sacks.
That's crazy.
So, also Carl Granderson. Got Tyree Wilson, who's a young prospect. I feel like we were pretty much set on the edge, bro. I mean,
right.
We got the pieces that we need to.
I see Chase Young coming in, picking up where he left off last year, if not even better, man. 10 sacks. I think he can go to 12 sacks easily playing at least 15 games. If he could stay healthy. I know health is a concern for him too, but I think Chase Young is going to be your main guy on the defense, man. He's going to rush the passer. He's gonna set the edge. He's gonna make big plays. He's that guy. He really is. And then Cam, veteran presence, he still can play. He showed last year. We don't need 10.5 sacks from Cam. We'll take it, but we don't need 10.5 sacks.
We just need Cam to be in the locker room.
Right.
Show Tyree Wilson, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep coaching up Chase Young.
Right.
Tell Carl Granderson that this is a big year and we need him.
Yeah, that's why I would like to step up, man. Carl Granderson.
So, I feel like we're pretty solid in the edge. And then over the middle, we still got guys like Brian Brzee. We got Vernon Broughton that got to show something. We got newly acquired Christian Miller, who's a beast in the run, was a beast at Georgia. Big dude. And John Ridgeway, Godchild, Shepard. We'll see which set of them make the team and stuff like that, who's in rotation. But obviously, the biggest issue we had last year was stopping the run on defense. And I feel like we addressed that perfectly in the draft, getting that big boy out of Georgia. I mean, that's what he's built for.
He's gonna clog them running lanes. He's gonna be your big run stuffer, just like Godchild, much younger, physical, big guys. So I
Like to see what Vernon Broughton's gonna do.
right, yeah,
Like to see Brazil take it up a notch. I know Brazil's not really, gonna do much in the run game, but
yeah. I'd like to see him improve in the run game, and as well as his pass rush last year, he took a little dip.
no, correct.
This a big year for Brazil. This is a year to show, okay, I belong here. This you was a first round pick, man. So you gotta step it up. You gotta step it up. You gotta get that contract, man.
Yeah, but we just need that line to gel together, man. Do what they did last year, to be honest.
I feel like the defensive line as a whole, man, it's a good unit.
It's a great unit. Yes, sir.
And we got some quality depth too now. That's another thing, man.
Tyree Wilson.
Yeah, what you think about Tyree Wilson?
I hope he's the next coming to Chase Young.
I think
Come on, man. Let's get.
this is
same
resurgence.
story.
Yeah,
Same story.
yeah. Top
Staley's
10
out here
pick.
doing resurrections.
Right.
Next coming to Jesus. So I ain't too worried about the defensive line, man. The two biggest things I'm worried about, we'll get into the first one first, is just, of course, losing Demario Davis. But, brought in Caden Ellis from the Falcons. He was a familiar face. Still got Pete Warner, the young Danny Stutzman, Isaiah Stallbird, Anthony Jennings. What you think about this linebacker core, man? What they gonna do, especially with the loss of Demario Davis?
Yeah, well, we didn't bring Caden Ellis in to beat Demario Davis.
Okay.
No, it's gonna take Caden Ellis, P. Warner, Danny Stutzman, and the rest of the guys to fill that role as a unit. First and foremost, Caden Ellis, a very solid linebacker, went to our divisional rivals and he played very well. Probably had like 90 tackles every year.
Yeah.
So I think honestly, Caden Ellis was a great addition to the defense. I think he's gonna play well. He already knows New Orleans. Not the same system, but he's familiar with everything, man. I think Staley's gonna use him to max potential. No question about it. Got full trust in him.
Went out, got him, paid him,
Right.
gave him some money. Pete Warner got to go ahead and step it up a little bit.
Right.
Show out Danny Stutzman is on that track to where
That's
probably made losing. What they seen last year from Stutzman probably made losing tomorrow just a little less.
right. From the beginning of the season,
Took
he
the
didn't see
sting
much
off.
playing time, but come towards the end of the year, it's like, man, we can't keep this guy off the field.
Yeah, see him.
So
It was all over the field.
I can see.
I seen his ass on offense one time. They ain't want to take him out, bro. Went from playing majority special to now he's out there on defense at the end of the season. So they obviously have some big faith in him.
100%.
Stallbird, pretty good. Last year on special teams and stuff like that. Yeah, man. I think this is a pretty solid group. I'm not too worried about losing Demario. Obviously, you would want to have Demario.
Right.
But hey,
Yeah. I think my favorite part of this linebacker core is Danny Stutzman. I think he's our future for our linebackers. I think he's gonna ball out this year.
just play tenacious.
Yeah,
Want to play with that mentality.
that ferocious tenacity.
I don't know. I think losing Demario obviously might be the biggest question. We also lost Alante. I don't think that's so much of a question, but I think our secondary as a whole is what everybody's talking about and what everybody was talking about pre-draft also. A lot of us, I'm sure, wanted to go grab a corner. But hey, man, we still got some good guys out there. Kool-Aid McKinstry, Quincy Riley. We got Isaac Yadam. We got Martin Emerson Jr. that we brought over from the Browns. Then we got a couple guys we drafted, man. T.J. Hall, Lorenzo Styles. So what you think about this cornerback unit, man?
Man, cornerback unit is probably my least favorite unit on the team. I think it's the thinnest unit. Yeah, it's probably So I think Kool-Aid, he's gonna have to step it up big. But before I get into all that, I know Alante wasn't your best coverage corner, but he was still a playmaker on his defense. He set the tone. He was
a playmaker.
he was laying the wood. He was bringing it every week, and he was reliable. Didn't miss much. So, but getting into Kool-Aid McKinstry, I think he's gonna have to step it up big time. I think he's gonna have to he's going to take that next step. And I know for a fact Kool-Aid will. He had a bit inconsistencies, but what corner don't besides Pastor Tan?
Even every corner.
Right. So I think he's gonna take that jump. Quincy Riley, I hope he can build off of last year.
Yeah, Quincy Riley played a hell of a season last year for a rookie.
Just getting thrown in there, you know.
Just getting thrown in there. So Quincy Riley showed some serious promise, especially for where he was drafted too.
Right.
He wasn't expecting much out of him.
I ain't expect him to. I ain't expect to see Quincy Riley play last year.
Right,
Not much.
So I mean, and then you got Isaac Yadam, you know, veteran.
Oh.
He's gonna come and do what he do. I'm real interested in Martin Emerson Jr. He had a pretty solid rookie season. You know, I think it was an injury that kind of derailed him over there in Cleveland. But I remember him being a big name that, you know, was up and coming. Only 25 years old, coming off an injury, but I'm really excited to see what he's gonna come out and do and what he got to prove.
Yeah, hopefully we can resurrect his career too. Hopefully,
bring the holy water,
the Saints
in the locker room. Yeah, I mean, and then T.J. Hall, Lorenzo Styles.
Yeah, Lorenzo Styles gonna be more of your special teams guy. He might see some time at corner, but more your special teams guy. He played great, fantastic with Ohio State for special teams. So you need special teams is a big point of this team that didn't do so well the last few years. So
and both T.J. Hall, Lorenzo Styles, we grabbed some real athletic speedsters.
Yup, 100%.
Some guys that can contribute to the team right away for sure. Whether it be, you know, it might not be on the outside at corner, but for sure gonna contribute right away. Then we got, you know, we get to the safety position. You got Justin Reed. You got Jonas Sanker, who played amazing last year. Jordan Howden, Julian Blackman. Yeah, man, I think the safety group is still a really solid group, especially, you know, led by Justin Reed, a veteran in the league, solid career. And you got the up and coming Jonas Sanker, who played amazing last year. You got, you know, some good guys rotating in and out. I'm not really too. It's mainly the corners. I'm not really too worried about these safeties or whoever they're gonna put at that star role or whatever.
Right. Well, everything I'm seeing is gonna be Jonas Sanker, which he's probably your best guy to put in that role. He had a lot of missed tackles last year, so I would like to see him improve that coverage. I think he can still be pretty good. Speaking of Justin Reed, veteran presence, I think he's gonna be Justin Reed. You know,
solid, just do what he gotta do.
Right. And then Julian Blackman, he played well.
Yeah, sure.
He played well in Indianapolis as well. So I think the safety core is, I think it's pretty good.
It's pretty solid. It's exactly what it needs to be. Don't let nothing, you know, help out the corners a little bit. They might need that at the start of the season, but
I think it runs hand in hand though. That defensive line creating pressure,
right?
And we just need the DBs to hold up so the D line can create pressure. It runs hand in hand. So
correct, it's a unit.
Yeah, and
we saying all this, and we was fourth in the league last year in pass defense.
Exactly.
So yeah, let's just pick up right where we left off and keep it going like that. How about that? You know, and let the new additions be on the Bobby Brown shit. But yeah, then we get into a little bit of the special teams for a second. You know, kicker Charlie Smith, pretty solid. You know, and especially close range, struggled a little bit. You know, he's 0-1, 60 plus, 4 out of 5, 50 to 59, and then 40 to 49. He was, you know, 3 for 5. Ain't much you can say about the kicker, man. We for sure needed better, and I mean, hey, we brought us some competition. Everybody's looking for that, you know, Brandon Aubrey. I doubt we're gonna ever get that, but
I just like to see Charlie Smith improve from the 40 to 49 range and 50 to 59. I mean, he only missed one from 50 to 59, but
you gotta knock down some 60 plus yards.
Yeah,
we probably ain't giving him much opportunity either. I mean, he's only 12 for 16.
Yeah, 75%.
He wasn't in much scoring position. Especially all the fourth downs we was going for and all that.
Right. Speaking of right,
And a big reason of that, and yeah, speaking of right, never wrong, the biggest addition by far for this football team, punter Ryan Wright, man. Got him out of Minnesota. We struggled tremendously last year punting the football. Could not get no momentum. Could not flip the field.
nah,
Do none of that.
it's been for the last few years. It's been atrocious.
Since like Morstead, probably.
Right, no, 100%.
So hopefully that changes this year with Ryan Wright. I'm sure it will. That's a big part. That's momentum. That's everything. We addressed a lot of special teams on this offseason, and I'm glad we did. Yeah, man, ain't no doubt in my mind. Ryan gonna be right.
Well, Ryan Wright last year, he averaged 44.5 yards net average, and the Saints averaged 38.6. That is a huge upgrade. I know it just seems like 6 yards, but 6 yards is a lot. It's a game of inches. So what you think 6 yards is? Nah, but for real, he had 25 punts within the 20, and the Saints only had 18. He had 3 touchbacks versus the Saints' 7, which that don't look like a huge stat, but when you can't pin the ball within the 20 and you putting it and you're giving the other team,
you let them start at the 30. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So that's a big addition as well. And then we got our long snapper Zach Wood. Do Zach Wood shit, man.
Hold it down, Zach.
Right.
But I mean, hey, man, that's pretty much it. I mean, what you think about the team as a whole, bro?
Team as a whole. Man, honestly, bro, I think we go from a bottom-ranked offense to a top 15 offense within a year. I believe Tyler Shuck's going to take that next step, lead this team to where everybody wants it to be. And the defense, I think at worst we go from top 10 to top 15. So if you got 2 top 15 units, I'll take that all day. And what's that telling you? If you got 2 top 15 units, what's that telling you? You're going to be a pretty good team.
Yes, sir.
They got us at 7.5 wins on sports books.
For sure gonna get more than that.
Over, for sure. I think this team is...
For sure gonna grab us at least 10. 9, 10.
We're going to get into that in another episode. We're going to get into another episode.
All right, yeah, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. That was a little breakdown.
Y'all let us know what y'all think, what y'all agree with, disagree with. Anybody we missing, anything y'all want to touch on, leave it in the comments. Let us know.
Yes, sir. Just keep a watch out, because we could be breaking stuff down all off season and when the season come too.
Yes, sir.
So let's get it. Thank y'all.
Appreciate it. Peace.